the next generation of lifestyle awareness that will transform your life significantly. Hi, welcome to Living Wow Out Loud. I'm your host, Callie Ray, founder of the Living Wow Center and author of the book, 8 Lessons Lupus Taught Me from Surviving to Thriving with Autoimmune Diseases. Living Wow is a lifestyle of choice and intention that was born from the truths that, number one, your body is designed to heal if you give it the environment to do so. Number two, you don't need a label or permission to be the expert in your own body. And number three, more than 80% of all diseases can be prevented or reversed by lifestyle. Unfortunately, this isn't what we're taught in our standard American diet and lifestyle culture. This podcast is a voice of hope and community where you will learn how to live a life of thriving that honors and embraces those three truths. Though you are an individual, you are not alone, and you can thrive living wow too. An attitude of gratitude. As I record this podcast episode, the house is brimming with the sounds and smells of Thanksgiving. The third Thursday of November is celebrated in the United States as a national holiday of Thanksgiving. A traditional feast to celebrate harvest and friendship creates an opportunity for friends and family to gather around a table and reflect and give thanks. Since Living Wow Out Loud airs on Thursday mornings, if you're listening in real time, maybe while the turkey is in the oven, then let me wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I pray you are surrounded by those you love this holiday, and if the miles or circumstances separate, may you be connected in your heart. The topics of this month's podcasts have led us to this day, first with the need for community and connection, which is becoming more and more fragmented in our modern culture, and then last week's topic was food for thought. No holiday centers around food quite like Thanksgiving. So today we are bringing it all together with gratitude, the heart of Thanksgiving. It's no secret that a thankful heart is good for you. Like the power of connection and the power of food, the power of gratitude is often underestimated. Don't believe me? What was your go-to behavior when you couldn't sleep the other night because your monkey mind was busy worrying about work or family or finances? Common responses to sleepless nights are turning on the TV, scrolling social media, or taking a sleeping pill. What about this alternative? A powerful antidote for a sleepless night could be to write a note of gratitude to someone you appreciate. The power of a paper thank you note has gotten lost in our modern society as emails and text correspondence have become the norm. There is something about a paper thank you that has permanence and uplifts. I personally cannot throw away a thank you note, and I have them on bulletin boards in my office and even a file of them in the filing cabinet when I need to make room for new ones. When was the last time you personally wrote a thank you note? Reflect for a minute about how you felt when you were writing it. Were you overcome with worry? No. You were overcome with gratitude, and the process of writing, addressing, and giving consumed your attention, squeezing out whatever monkey mind could have been busy worrying about. This is a simple example of contrast, but the reality is it takes awareness and intentional choice to change automatic habitual behaviors. This is a great opportunity to exercise the Living Wow philosophy of filling it so full of the good stuff that there's no room for the bad. What I mean by that is that by creating a series of intentional choices, the neural programming is actively reprogramming and crowding out the old habitual behaviors that are sad. Like exercise, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Building your attitude of gratitude stamina is more than just positive thinking. Personally, I have found the most powerful effects when paired with a physical activity. I think back to the first experiment I did with gratitude when I was drowning in worry and overwhelm. I was in over my head, living sad, and felt hopeless. I decided to challenge myself to go for a walk, and the entire time I walked, I would list things that I was grateful for. I still remember the awe I felt as I listed and listed and listed. That was the beginning of my attitude of gratitude transformation when I realized the power of gratitude is healing. Years later, I found myself teaching at a university and observing a similar sad overwhelm among the graduate students as clinicals, coursework, and exams took their toll. I decided to create a gratitude challenge in the name of the Thanksgiving season to see if, as a department, they could come up with 100 things to be grateful for. I put a poster-sized sheet with instructions and the numbers 1 through 100 and invited anyone who saw it to add items to it. The attitude of overwhelm and stress became an attitude of gratitude in those minutes in the hall or in my office. Similar to the thank you note, I don't know the individual effects of the 100 Things Gratitude Challenge, but I do know that it changed me. It became a tradition that I have continued into my home and even online. I was inspired by my granddaughter last week when she looked at the partially completed list on our fridge. She grabbed the pen and finished the entire list in 10 minutes, even adding a bonus item because she was over 100. Oh, to have the gratitude of a child. My heart is inspired with her simplicity and appreciation. Like connection and food, gratitude has been shown to have positive health effects, including better sleep, less depression, and general well-being. Links between gratitude and brain structures were also tied to social bonding, reward, and stress relief. Maybe that's why it's easy for me to see the relationship between connection, food, and gratitude. They each feel inextricably linked. So my invitation to you today is to take this annual ritual of Thanksgiving and extend it beyond today. What exercise of gratitude works for you? Can you make it part of your daily routine? Is it part of power up in the morning as you set your intention for the day? Or is it part of power down as you reflect on your day? What areas of your life can be a bit healthier by replacing overwhelm, stress, or burnout by implementing gratitude, thankfulness, or appreciation? Next time you have a sleepless night, what will be your go-to behavior? How long will it take you to come up with 100 things you are thankful for? Strengthen your appreciation muscle now, and when life starts throwing stress balls at you, they can more easily be deflected with your attitude of gratitude. Hey, if you find value here on the Living Wow Out Loud podcast, will you please share it with your friends and take a minute to rate it on the platform that you're listening on? That's how we live wow out loud. You know that more people need hope and they need the messages shared. And that's how we get recognized among all the noise. This is where you find your voice. Will you please share and subscribe and rate so that we can grow? After my personal transformation from surviving to thriving with autoimmune diseases, I was completely astounded that the experience was not what I expected it to be. Instead of resenting my body and being forever trapped with a legacy of bad genes, as I had believed would be my fate, I looked and felt 20 years younger. I had dropped weight that had plagued me for decades, eliminated chronic pain that no doctor, therapy, or medicine could relieve, and found energy that I hadn't had since I was 16 years old. Because this is not what I expected, and because I wish someone would have told me that there is another way than sad, I wrote the book, 8 Lessons Lupus Taught Me from Surviving to Thriving with Autoimmune Diseases. As I began to share the book and the message of change your story, Living Wow was born. After years of continuing to learn and study how and why lifestyle has such an impact on disease and the world being torn apart by a global pandemic, I can't stand by any longer keeping it to myself. You have to understand that the power is in your hands. The power is in your body. The power is in your lifestyle. The Living Wow Center is a holistic wellness practice that utilizes the framework of the Living Wow lifestyle to identify system failures or maintenance needs. Whether you just need a tune-up or a complete systems overhaul, we support you as an individual to get back out on the journey and living wow. We will work with you to determine levels of function, needs, tools, resources, and/or providers that may be best equipped to guide you as you step out of the negative health cycle and turn it into a positive health cycle. The Living Wow Center offers a revolutionary, comprehensive approach to healing, coaching, and support that is necessary in our complex, sad world. Schedule your complimentary consultation today to see how Living Wow can support you. I'm super excited to announce Supercharge for you. We are changing the name of the Living Wow Challenge to more clearly represent the monthly support program where you take Living Wow for a 10-day spin. I know 10 days doesn't seem like much, but it is, and that's why it's now Supercharge. Living Wow Supercharge is a 10-day supported focus on eating a clean, nutritionally dense diet with intention as you jumpstart into the Living Wow lifestyle. You will feel lighter, more energetic, and empowered with your nutrition. You will experience the power of nutritional healing with less pain, more energy, and a better mood. The Supercharge includes a comprehensive 10-day seasonal menu, recipes, videos, quick start guides, and links to resources. You begin with a prep, then daily support, and wrap up with a review. This is the fastest, most immersive way to get started and feel the effects of Living Wow now. Right now, go to livingwowcenter.com. That's livingwowcenter.com to sign up now for the next Supercharge running the 1st to the 10th of the month. Early sign up ensures you a spot and gives you time to complete your preparation assignments as you gear up to Supercharge. Wow, you just finished another episode of Living Wow Out Loud. I hope you leave today empowered to live your best life and thrive. If you're ready to jump in and learn a little bit more about Living Wow, come check out the Living Wow Center. That's livingwowcenter.com. And maybe consider joining our next Living Wow Challenge. We run the 1st to the 10th of every single month. See you soon.